Japan, so...
If you go to Japan, the McDonald's was...
Hi, my name's Ernest.
Well, you know my name.
Show him how to introduce
Well,
himself.
you know my name, so...
So
We
then-
went on a week trip, but it's okay because we're out of the mic, so... Just to really much see what's going on over there in Okinawa. Trying to see where all the stations are. Pretty much meet with all the people I need to meet with. I guess get all the answers I needed to get answered, and I did. So these are pretty much all the little things I brought back from there. The main thing that we got were
Quarantine for dogs and cats.
And then the other thing I got straight was a mat that we kind of understand what we're gonna be at. Up in front of the camera. These will give you all the points of interest, pretty much a lot of points, everything that you're gonna need to know about the whole island. There's a lot of cool little things. The big thing that I didn't even know is there's whale watching.
Ooh, we could do whale watching, Jude.
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. All the other thing, there's islands all around that we can go to, but we'll check later on. But yeah, there's a Miyagi Island here from Karate Kid. So you can go see all that. There's a lot of things.
Cool.
Also from where they filmed the military movie they filmed here. But yeah, it was a cool little thing we got. We'll probably post up on the wall for the kids just to look at. Oh, there's this too. It's going to be the same thing, but it's a bucket list. They fill up where they want to go, and then wherever they went, they put a sticker.
A bucket list, but we're not opening it because
it's really big.
It looks like it's hard to put back in.
Each town, same thing. Like you got Naha.
So this is pretty much what is in that area?
Yeah, it'll tell you everything that's in the town, points of interest, stuff you pretty much expect to see on a tourist spot.
Ooh, so this is where you do the whale watching?
The main thing I went to was Don Quijote there because I knew all the Don Quijotes when I was going to go to the mainland were going to be super packed. And I didn't want to deal with that. Once in Okinawa, they're really chill. You could see there's not so full of... There's pretty much no tourists there. So these are the ones that I was talking about.
So these are supposed to...
They're deodorant.
So these cleanse you, but they make you feel cool?
Yeah, because you're sweating all day. Those to see how they feel here.
The skincare stuff.
And then, so these are...
What are these?
Sorry. It's okay.
Rejuvenating.
This is where I think they saw
all the
on TikTok and stuff.
And all that, yeah.
So they wanted these kind of stuff.
Mama. A lot more expensive over here from what I saw, because most of this haul was like about $50. Not too much. That was pretty much from Okinawa. So my nephew, he loves Godzilla. And then another set, my other niece. Grandpa, because he likes the Shogun show. I just picked up a whole bunch of little things that you just saw on the side of the road, just little things that you could pick up.
While he was at the airport, I saw a Pikachu vending machine, and there is earrings, and it came in this cute little Pikachu gift bag. So I told him to buy that for my sister.
Really?
And then we have candies for my niece and nephew.
Snacks, a whole bunch of snacks. That's all the kids asked for. All the kids, nieces, nephews, all of them, brothers, sisters, they all just want snacks. So we'll just pull all the snacks out and I'll just let the kids show you all of them. If you go to Japan, I would suggest Daiso and just get a change holder. You're gonna get change everywhere. That's the one thing I learned. If you do use your card, you're gonna get charged those little bits of extra fees here and there. So it's just not worth it. It's better just to get the cash. I was just getting cash at my Chase bank before I went. I just got a lump sum. I came back with money because even when I thought I was gonna spend, I didn't even spend that much. But like I said, it helps out a lot. Even this little quick little change holder. Like I said, you have so much change. You're buying a whole bunch of stuff, and then most of the stuff you can buy for. I mean, all the stuff is cheap. You already know. You're constantly using the change, is what I'm saying. Also, and I just keep my receipts in the bottom, and it holds the cash as well. And like I said, you get a lot. I had this almost all full before I left, and I was just using change at the end and not just holding on to the cash. So that's pretty much how I just got rid of the change. They don't sell these in the States either, but it's a cordless vest fan. On Akihabara, since that's pretty much the electric town, that's where I found it. And I mean, it does cool you down for sure. I want to see how it feels here because over there you're sweating. So, of course, you're going to feel cold. So, here it's dry. I just want to see how it feels in the real hot summer, and I'll let you know for sure later on. I guess my little side notes on the trip. Let's see. Um, Streets are way smaller, like way smaller. It feels way safer. You could be walking around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. People are still walking around, but it doesn't feel hostile in any way, or it just feels safe. Super humid. Super humid, always 80%. So you sweat for sure if you're not ready. Vending machines everywhere, everywhere. If you're thirsty, just keep walking in a certain direction. You're gonna find a vending machine. The price way cheaper. The McDonald's was $5 for a full meal, which you usually spend $10 here. Um, they give you the choice if you want to change your side between the fries, either nuggets and like a salad that they have there. They do have their own menu. Uh, we'll see. I think I took some pictures that way you can see. You won't go hungry. There's food everywhere. There is food everywhere. Even in the small little towns, there's gonna be food in the spots you least expect it. Just like I said, keep walking. Anywhere there's food, everything is pretty plentiful. The supermarkets are real big, with just having a big selection in their delis, in their like food to go, ready to eat. A lot of the supermarkets are somewhat in a way like a little mall because they have little side shops everywhere, and that's pretty cool. That's where I got like these little things, these little side shops in there. There was the Aeon Mall there. They also have a food court. To me, it wasn't even a mall. It was just a supermarket with food courts, and then an upstairs, same. It was just more an extension of the store, and then a little section for kids with a lot of with gotcha balls, and then a lot of the claw machines everywhere. Pretty much what you see on YouTube it's all it's everywhere. Like I said, even in the little towns, it's a slower pace there for sure. Not so fast paced, even coming from like El Paso and stuff like that. Seeing all the different towns, driving. Like I said, it's slow paced driving. All small cars. You don't really see a V8 anywhere. It's all going to be 4 cylinders. Uh, Even like the cement trucks, dump trucks, and garbage trucks, they're pretty much like the little small uh, K trucks. They'll have those that small. That's pretty cool. Just see a big culture shock. Try to know some kind of Japanese if you want to go, because even in the tourist areas they don't speak anything English, and a lot of times you say something and they understand, but with their way of understanding and explaining back to you is you understood like, okay, wait, we kind of understood two different things, and they're answering to something else. And if you take it as okay, they're answering my question, it can't get you in like trouble, but it'll just get you, I guess, mistakes, stuff like that. So just watch out, stuff like that. I've seen a lot of people just uh, a lot of big barriers there. The mainland was way different from Okinawa. Okinawa was super, super, super slow pace, and for sure, Maine was not. It was you could tell everyone was working there. It was a more working environment than Okinawa. Okinawa was kind of more, I guess, like a Hawaii type resorty, laid back feel for sure. And then yeah, main town, you can see that the trains is full of a lot of business people just going to work. I mean, you get to spaces. The kids are super independent, super independent. I saw like they said, little 5 year olds, little kids going to school. They'll go eat by themselves at the food court, do their homework, and you can tell they'll play their games and go home. They'll play with their friends and go home. The flight going, so the flight going, yeah. So the when I went, the my main concern was I make sure I gotta get to where I'm getting because I've never flown international like that. Passports, all that, the whole 9 yards where they check it all, you know. So it wasn't bad leaving here because for sure from here to LA it was easy, and then LA out was fine. I lucked out. I actually got the whole 3 rows to myself. That was pretty cool. Um, but I guess all the bad thing was I was so preoccupied with just making sure I got off on Japan and got on my next flight because I had to go from Haneda to Okinawa, and there you have to get your bag, recheck it, go back through TSA, and just seeing when I was flying into that airport, you see how big and crazy that one is too. It's it's super comparable to LAX for sure. It's super crazy, super crazy there, and it has a lot of people. I think it's a little bit more crazy than what you see in the States because of how many people are actually flying into Japan right now. So many people are going to Japan right now. So it was just I knew I was going to be a hassle running around. So I had left my tablet on the plane because I was like that. I was so made sure to make sure that I was going to get to my next flight that I forgot my tablet. So that was kind of, that put a super downer. The fact that I couldn't go back because, like I said, you're running around. For you to get back to where you were originally, it's virtually impossible for you to get back to these gates. Same thing. There's with you running around in a hurry trying to do this language barrier. It's like that. It's virtually impossible. Um, so I lost the tablet, so that put a bummer. And then, but yeah, I got to Okinawa. 24 hours, 24-hour total. So for sure, I time it to where I leave. So I left El Paso 5 o'clock in the morning. I left my watch on airplane mode, so it stayed the same time zone. I got to my hotel at 5:30 the next day. So it was a whole day of traveling. And then once I got to my hotel, it was still 7 o'clock Japan time. So I didn't want to fall asleep because I knew I was gonna wake up at 3 or something. So I was like, let's just force myself to go to bed to like 9, 10, 11. You know, as far as I could go. Um, well, yeah, I did. But even though I did that, the next day the jet lag still caught up to me somehow, and I actually fell asleep. The next day I woke up like around 5. I still woke up early, but I fell asleep at like 1:30, 2 o'clock. I knocked out and I didn't wake up till the next day. Like I barely woke up a little bit. I already knew it was. I probably woke up like at 10:30. Probably got some water real fast and just went back to bed. So that really caught up to me. So we'll see how it is right now because same thing. I've been doing already a whole day's travel. It's still, what time is it right now here? 2 or 3. So I still have all day to stay awake if I want. Because if I go to bed now, I don't know if I'll. I'm pretty sure I'll wake up early. So it's no joke for sure. From what I hear from my other friends that go other places, um, Japan is actually going to be the furthest travel that I've heard from anybody. Because everyone else says, "Oh, it's just like 16 hours for me of total travel." No one's ever told me it was a full day, complete 24 hours of nonstop traveling. So let's see if anyone will beat that. I'm sure there's other when you get layovers and stuff like that, but that's this one was actually almost pretty much the same, and I was running to from what did I Houston. From Houston, I had to get a different plane, and that one I was for sure running. Uh, I was huffing and puffing, and I barely made it to the plane. The plane was pretty much done loading everything, running down the. I was able to talk to a couple flight attendants or whatever the clerks a couple terminals before because I knew I was going to be running. I let them know, and they called ahead, letting them know I was going to be running in. But so I was the last one on the on the plane for sure. I was holding up the plane. I didn't get my bag till that flight I was actually supposed to be on because they actually took me off that flight because they knew I was gonna be late. But I was able to make it. Just running. Uh, but that's pretty much not too bad on the flight. Be prepared. It's not too bad. What did I went American going over. So American was from here to LAX was American. From LAX to Japan was Japan Airlines. Um, Japan Airlines was one meal and maybe like one drink. Um, they came down and I was like, okay. But coming back, I did United, and United actually gave you two meals and like four sets of drinks, and then I think like three snacks, and then towels and all that stuff, and that was just regular basic, So that's a good one. The seats were actually bigger. I felt better, so I did feel comfortable. And that one, I wasn't three rows, so that kind of tells you something. It was bearable compared to the other one too, but the other one I had the whole row to myself, so that was the only thing. And then so uh, I would probably go United, or I'm sure Delta's way better too, but I'm sure you're gonna pay for Delta. Train stations and subway stations are pretty simple once you get the gist of what it is. I'm not just sure. I've never been to New York or anywhere where you need to take the subways or trains, but this is just a section. I'm pretty sure it might be one of the more intricate ones, but I'm not too sure. It's pretty simple. You got to, you're at one spot. You got to get to another, connect the dots. Find a way to get there, because it is finding a way to get there. I noticed that Google is the best right now. Google will tell you you need to get to this train station, this station. The best Google, because there's regular basic one, and it'll tell you that, and then there's I guess once I log in, get the app, all that, it'll actually tell you which cart to get on, how many carts, if there is full, stuff like that. It'll tell you pretty much the best scenario for you to get from point A to point B and how to get there. Tells you when all the trains are going to get there. Um, just be ready to just understand to read the signs, because you're going to. There's always going to be the two names, and they're flipping. They're always flipping. So that's the one thing you're going to need to know. That they're always going to flip. So make sure you get on that right train. I mean, the whole trip was pretty cool. I'll for sure we'll post pictures and all that. I got videos and all that, but we just gotta get through all that stuff. But yeah, more to come.